let's look at other markets now, see what's happening with Bitcoin. They're still struggling to clear that 31,400 level, but it's still greed. That's what's the sentiment we're seeing in the market. Looking at the fear greed index of the market, there's 61 points. Greed been ranging from greed to neutral for the longest time now. So we're seeing investors quite bullish. Let's look at the top cryptocurrencies we track there. We see Bitcoin at 8 a.m. this morning holding up $30,833, down 0.50%, pullback there. Ethereum, all eyes on that $2,000 level. Is it going to hit it and stay above it? That's what every investor is watching out for now. 0.94% down. Binance coin there, 0.96% down. And we see the only gainer this morning on the top 100 coins, there's 0.34% gain for XRP, trying to get back above that 50-cent level. Let's bring in Rume Ofi now, financial market analyst. Hello, Rume. Good morning.
Good morning, Laddie. Good morning.
It's still about regulation in this industry. And now we're seeing South Africa making big moves now. The pioneering crypto regulation with licenses for crypto exchanges. What are you hearing about this?
This is very good. It makes a whole lot of sense that Africa also has interest in all of the innovative tech that is going on regarding crypto and all of those things. And the fact that they are starting, I think it makes a whole lot of sense. South Africa, the Financial Sector Conduct Authority, that's the FSCA, has actually given directive that guys, if you want to operate in our country, you have to have a license. Failure to comply by this period, I think towards the end of the year, but you have to meet that objective by November 30th deadline. It's a compulsory thing that you need to do. Else, you'll be forced to close and also pay some fine. No doubt, South Africa has distinguished itself as a leader in the cryptocurrency regulation in the world. We can't even compare the US to that now, because the US is not having a direction on how they could bring all of these guys together and say, oh, this is what we want in our jurisdiction for us to protect investors. And it makes a whole lot of sense that Africa is being represented in all of these. And let's not also forget that South Africa, these are laws that are coming with. Just a few weeks ago, I think about 2 weeks now, 20 license application has actually hit the table of the FSCA. It means that people are ready to comply with the regulations and also make things work. And also, let's not forget that South Africa has one of the cryptocurrency exchange platform in the world, one of the top 50. We only have one from Africa, which is Luno, which is now bought by Barry Silbert of Digital, the DCG guys, and it makes a whole lot of sense that in the picture, there's Africa there. So it brings us to understand that now in Nigeria, we need to also encourage local guys that are building. We have the guys that can build all of this, so that we give them this regulation to a license that government can also oversee and also make us have the benefits and also attract investors to our country, because we need all of this to work here in Nigeria. We need all of these guys to come and invest in Nigeria where they're having regulatory issues. Thank you, Ladi.
And definitely talk about regulatory issues. We know Binance, they've been in crosshairs with the SEC in the US. So I'm wondering which exchanges are jumping on the licenses from South Africa. Hello, Rume.
I can hear you, Ladi. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I said, Binance, they've been in, they've been crosshairs with the US SEC, regulatory issues with Binance.US. So with South Africa now, giving out these licenses, do you see Binance jumping on it and other top cryptocurrencies in the industry?
Yeah, that's more like a very big opportunity to jump on the South African market. Binance has been through a lot. What do you expect? The biggest crypto exchange platform in the world, you must get attacks from different angles. The US is there. They're actually in court with the US watchdog right there. And also in France, they're also having issues there. I think the most recent one is Australia, where the watchdog actually got into their office to check a couple of things that they are doing wrongly on ground, right? It's not easy for Binance. In fact, I don't want to be a Binance right about now. I can imagine what Champagne Zhao CZ what is going through his head. He runs the biggest. So it's not easy, but I know all of this will happen for now, but later we'll see some clarity because this industry, cryptocurrency, blockchain, Bitcoin, Web3 has come to stay, and there's nothing nobody can do about it.
Wow, well, the regulators have other ideas at this point, but let's see how, regulation works, for the second half of 2023. Thank you so much, Rume Ofi, financial market analyst.
Thank you, Vadi. It's my pleasure.
All right, let's look at top gainers now. We see Zilliqa topping the counter. Double-digit gain there, 10.80% up this morning, 2 cents. Zilliqa trying to start a bullish run. At this point, we've seen Aave also $79.03, up 5.67%. So we're seeing, DeFi platforms now on the top gainers counter. Who knows? Is that a new DeFi narrative coming up in this space? Let's look at the top losers. So see eCash topping that counter there. Fork of Bitcoin down 8.97%. And we see BSV, Aptos, and Optimism $1.29 down 3.90%. So we're still seeing greed in this market. Now, still looking, for maybe we might see extreme greed at some point in 2023. Who knows how investor sentiment is going to go going forward. Well, that's how the market is looking today. That's the crypto market. Still greed right now. That's